Hey, good early morning to you guys. We're up here at the block yard today. We're going to take out some blocks out of the mold, but before it sets, check it out. We've got a full moon setting over the landfill, and we got the sun coming up. It's going to be a fun day today, but you guys asked to see a little bit more about the block production. So I just see Jesus just pulled up. He's cranking up the JCB telescope and forklift over there. So we're going to break some of these molds open here in just a second, let you see them, and then hopefully we'll have some concrete trucks coming in this morning. It's going to be a fantastic day today, y'all. It's just nice and crisp this morning. It's about 40 something degrees. We're going to have fun. Y'all, it's a little colder than I thought this morning. I had to go back home and get my big Carhartt jacket and just film the sunrise for you guys. I do not like being cold. It's going to be 67 today, I think, but it's about, I don't know, 40 something this morning. But I feel much better now that I got my jacket on. So what we're going to do first is Andreas is going to take and break the molds open. So these are world block molds. You can see the little emblem right there, but he'll just take his crowbar, come around, pop open the lock, and we'll flip them over. We use these old tires to keep from cracking the blocks. Flip them over, grab them with the hook. We got our buddy Jesus over there on the JCB, and we're going to get them all popped open, get them all snatched out, and then we'll spray the inside of them with the anti-release or the anti-stick. I forget what it's called. Well, of course there's no sticker on it, but anyway, we spray it with the mold release, and then we just wait on the concrete trucks to bring us some concrete and do it all over again. Andreas, how come some of these are like more white? They put some calcium in it, maybe? Yeah, because it's cold.
Yeah.
And I can see too that these have the fiber in them, but yeah, a little bit more whiter concrete because they add calcium during the winter time. Cold this morning, buddy. I don't like it. I'm ready for summertime. All right, we ready? All right, let's go. It's gonna be a good Monday today. Let's see how good Jesus is. Let me get up here where I can see. Oh yeah, that boy knows his stuff. Just like fishing. Oh, this one's got the brick pattern to it. Look at that. Beautiful. That's a pretty block right there, man. Good job on that one. That JCB right there is proven to be a really good piece of equipment. We used to just use an excavator, but it's a lot more dangerous, honestly. And this thing just works really good with that telescoping lift to stack them and load them on the trailer too, especially. Let's go around here and check on Jesus to see if he can get it unhooked by himself. We'll just stack them up tight, just like that. So he can't unhook it by himself, huh? So Andreas has to come around here on each block just to make sure they're nice and snugged up so we can stack as many as we can here on the yard. They've been selling pretty good here lately. A lot of people use these decorative retaining wall blocks for big commercial sites just for what they are, to retain dirt, to retain soil. And then the others, the 2x2x6 is just the standard. A lot of folks use those at like we do down at Grassroots Garden Center, just for building bins for mulch, for sand. We have some customers who have horse farms. They'll use them for you know, storage of manures and whatever kind of products that you don't want running out. That's what they use the standard ones for. And another pretty one. So Andreas, what you're gonna sweep it out a little bit now, and then you have to spray the release.
Yes, sir.
Inside. Okay. And so what we've done is we've just bought these different rubber inserts. So like all of these have the block, some of them have the horse imprint on them, some have just the regular rock. That's about all we do is the rock, the block, and then the horse one. So the ones that we're breaking out right now are the standard 2x2x6 retaining wall blocks. However, these do have the design in them. Some people prefer they're a little bit more money, but they do look a lot better. All right, don't get nervous, Jesus. Don't get nervous. Oh, almost, man, almost. A little bit more. Now you got it. Good job, buddy. And so Andreas uses a little grabber tool right here to keep the handle out of the way, because you don't want to bend that when you flip the block over. And then these inserts just peel right off. I'll go around there and unhook him, Andreas. Sun's coming up. It's gonna be a good day today, you guys. Dad's a little bit nervous today. He's got to go have a hip replacement, so we'll have to go check on him later this afternoon. But shoot, man, it won't be no time at all. He'll be up, hop, skipping around the garden. Hopefully his hip's been bothering him for quite some time now. So hopefully all goes well with that today. I'm sure it will, and he'll be back in action here in no time. There goes some mulch out. Landfill's hopping up there. It's gonna be a busy day today, folks. You see those blocks just flip right over on that tire, nice and smooth. These boys got this thing figured out, man. And so this is just your standard 2x2x6 block. No face, no decoration. This will be the cheapest block that we manufacture right here. And this JCB's got the crab walk option on it too, so the back wheels will turn as well as the front tires, help in these real tight situations. We're gonna have to do a little bit of climbing on this one, I think, y'all. And so for those who haven't watched any of my videos in the past, all of the concrete that we get in is extra. It's just leftover concrete. You know, when the concrete truck goes to a job site, a lot of times inevitably there's just a little bit of concrete left in the truck and they need somewhere to dump it. So in the past, we used to just dump it, let it harden, run it through the concrete crusher and sell it as a recycled aggregate. But then I got the idea, well, actually I was buying some blocks. They look like crap. And I said, you know what, let's just buy the forms, dump this excess concrete in the forms, make our own blocks. They turned out so pretty, we started making them full time and selling them. And we built Andreas a little makeshift shed around here with stuff that came in the landfill. We try not to waste anything around here, so everything that you see there, the poles, the trusses, the roof, all came out of the landfill, and we just built another one down there for him. So what Andreas will do is, you know, when the concrete's coming in, obviously he has to make the blocks. But if it's rainy or what have you, they're not pouring a lot of concrete that day, then that little shed right yonder, he will process the non-ferrous metals that come into the landfill. So the guys up on the working face are pulling out all the copper, aluminum, you know, any type of wire, any non-ferrous material. So when he's not busy with the concrete blocks, then he's over there prepping the non-ferrous metal for sale. You done? I want to be done. All right, good job, buddy. Thank you, Jesus. You too, man. See you later. Oh, Jesus, that's a good dude right there. So Jesus helps Dad a lot, although like I told you earlier, Dad's got to have surgery today, so I'm sure Dad's left him a list a mile long of things he's got to do. But his duties around here, at least as far as the very beginning of the day, is to come over here and assist Andreas with breaking out all of the blocks like we just did. So let's see, we did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like 7 blocks is what we just stacked up. And it all just depends on how much concrete, you know, is extra, how much is left over from the concrete company, as to how many blocks we can make a day. Okay, Mr. Andreas, what's the next step? We're just gonna clean it off a little bit.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Clean it off a little bit, and then we gotta spray our release on there, and then we just wait on the concrete truck. And so what he's got set up here is just a piece of sheet metal on the floor, obviously so the concrete doesn't stick to the concrete floor itself. Then these molds, simply we just put them back together, lock them in, and then of course we'll spray it with the non-release or the non-stick stuff, and then we just wait on some concrete. That's pretty easy.
Yeah.
And then also, so we got to put these lifting eyes in them too, and this is kind of a neat little invention that the guys made over here. This is a tire de-rimmer, and that was its original purpose, was to smash tires that had rims in them. You smash them one way, spin it, smash it again, then the rim will fall out. But we that's not very profitable, so we re-engineered it to put the rebar in, and then it bends these lifting eyes that goes inside of our retaining wall blocks. ¿Cuántos bloques del día tú crees que construimos?
Bueno, el día viernes, tomando en cuenta del clima, hay muchas veces que mal clima, como fue el viernes, nada más llegó un poco concreto, fueron ¿qué?
Right.
7, 8.
And so I was just asking, how many blocks does he do on a normal day? And it all depends on the weather. So like last Friday, it was rainy, kind of crap weather. That's why we only were able to make 7 blocks, because there wasn't a lot of concrete being poured. But on pretty days, he was saying, you know, there's a lot of concrete jobs going on, then he'll fill up the cap blocks, every single one of these standard blocks all the way down, and the jumbo blocks down there. So the weather really, and of course too, how many concrete jobs are going on, but the weather really plays a big factor in how much concrete we have coming in per day.
Ahorita hasta ahora casi llega concreto.
Oh, ¿tú crees que llega hoy?
Puede ser que llegue ahorita.
Ya.
Sí.
Porque es bonito día.
Es bonito día y es día lunes.
Yeah.
Sí, no trabajaron viernes y necesitan trabajar.
Oh yeah, yeah, you're right. So what we were just talking about, he thinks there's going to be a lot of concrete today because it's Monday. You know, the weather was kind of crappy Friday, Saturday, so not a lot of jobs got done, so I'm sure they're probably backed up. So the concrete truck drivers are more than likely on job sites right now pouring. So hopefully here in a little bit we'll have a bunch coming in to show you guys. All right, so you're gonna put your lifting eyes in now, buddy?
Yes, sir.
All right, show us how that works. All right, so it just slides in through your hole right there, and he puts his little locking stick in just like so, and she's ready to pour. Now, Andreas, how do you keep it from coming out this hole right here?
No podría, el concreto no podría salir de ahí porque como trae grava.
The gravel.
Ajá, gravel. No saldría el concreto.
And it's not that big of a hole either, right down here. But what he was saying is the rock in the concrete kind of plugs up that hole. You get a little bit of spillage, as you can see right there, but it's nothing too concerning. Once the rock fills up that little crack right there, it'll be good to go. Gonna be a pretty day today, my friend. Oh yeah, got your industrial sprayer out right there. All right, so now it's time to put in the mold release, and I forget the name of this chemical, but what he does, he just simply sprays it on every surface area inside of each form, and the floor too, of course. This just won't allow the concrete to stick to anything that this stuff's been sprayed onto. There you go. Ya, es divertido para mí.
En México, a mí me preguntaron.
¿Un qué?
En México, en mi país, México.
Sí.
Me preguntaron conocidos, dice, como todo, ¿no? ¿Qué trabajas allá? ¿Qué haces? No, pues algo interesante, dice.
That's awesome.
Un buen trabajo.
Yo no sabía eso.
Sí, en verdad.
That makes me happy. There goes a load of limbs back to Gringo to get ground up. I'm sure them boys are mulching up some wood today. It's we're still obviously in full swing on the mulch production, so we might go back there and check them out later in the week and get you guys some grinder footage. But something neat that Andres and I were just talking about, you know, on the whole YouTube front is, you know, he watches some of the videos, but he was like, you know, some of my family back in Mexico wants to know what I do for a living, so he can share the video with them and they can actually see firsthand, you know, what we do here on the site. So that's pretty neat. This whole YouTube journey's been just a been a trip, man. It's a lot of fun, but I enjoy making the videos for you guys. If you haven't done so yet, hit that subscribe button down there, give the video a thumbs up. We appreciate it, and we're gonna get back to work. ¿Cuál es el más popular? What's the most popular?
El de cara lisa.
With sin nada?
Yes, sir.
Without anything. So that's the most popular, probably because that's the cheapest too, you know. But these are my favorite right here. I kind of like the block ones. So we're gonna go ahead and fill up our tank for tomorrow, have it all ready while we're waiting on some concrete trucks. What time does your first concrete truck normally come, Andres? Just normally.
El concreto.
Yeah.
El primer viaje.
No, normalmente. Normally what time does your first truck come?
Normalmente a las 9 de la mañana, 10 de la mañana.
9 or 10? Okay.
Yes, sir.
And we are, let's see what time we're 8:20 right now. So maybe another half hour or something like that. Hopefully our first truck will come in. We'll start to pouring up some forms, y'all. Let's go walk up here on the top of the concrete dump area. This is where all the you know, hardened concrete comes in for crushing. So this could have been a driveway or sidewalk, you name it. But on Saturdays, when we're not pouring blocks, they just come up here and we'll empty out the concrete right on the ground. Yeah, it looks like quite a bit came in on Saturday that we're missing. So we might have to revisit our hours a little bit and see if maybe we can get somebody in on a Saturday, because this is a good bit of concrete that's just been wasted that we could have poured into blocks. Well, while we're waiting on our first concrete truck, Luis has got the Volvo coming around here to clean up from what they dumped out on Saturday. We like to try to keep this floor as clean as possible up here to give the trucks room to get up here and dump out. Plus, you know, if people bring in already hardened concrete in roll-off containers, they need the ability to dump out up here. And I honestly just really want to see them break into this big old wad right here. It's got all kind of other stuff mixed in with it too. So whatever's on top of the floor, obviously when they dump the concrete out, it just makes a kind of a conglomeration of concrete stuck to whatever happened to be here before they dumped out. I don't know why this is so satisfying for me to watch, but he's picking up that whole entire slab. But what we really want to do, he's picking himself up too. What we really want to do is break this up, and then we'll stockpile it around the edge. The crusher is right on the other side of the wall there, so we just kind of want to work it towards the crusher so that we make it easier to feed into it, obviously, to crush. Wow, he's picking up that whole entire slab, y'all. That's crazy. That's a bunch of weight there. That's probably, I don't know what y'all reckon, 3 or 4 yards of concrete right there. He's trying to pick it up and drop it so that it'll break, but it's picking his machine up at the same time over there. Let's go around here so we can watch him. Oh, there it goes. He got it broke up that time. We need a thumb on this Volvo, don't we? It's gonna be kind of hard for him to move this material around without the thumb. Oh yeah, that was thick. Must have been some 3,000 PSI mix or something. That's pretty dang tough. I love it. Oh yeah, he's breaking it up good now. Oh man, I was hoping it would break down the middle on that one. We do have a hydraulic hammer that we'll bring around here too, to reduce the size of it, but he's just trying to do a kind of an intermediate breaking up just to make room up here on the floor, like I said. There we go, that cracked it that time. That's a lot of weight, man. I wish you guys could feel it, but right here where I'm standing, when he drops those big old pieces, the whole floor just shakes. Cracked it up good that time. I don't know why that's so much fun to watch. Yes. Awesome job, Luis. We've got another Volvo 290 around here somewhere that has a thumb on it, but I bet you it's more than likely probably back at the mulch yard. We got every excavator with a thumb trying to help with the mulch operation back there, so I guess that's why we're having to kind of make do with this one around here. All right, y'all, I'm gonna have to go sit in the truck for a minute. I'm freezing cold, man. I don't know, I don't do well with being cold. Any of you guys know me in wintertime do not let it get along. Even though I got my gloves on, my hands are freezing, so I'm gonna go warm up and hopefully we'll have us a concrete truck, probably because I'm here with the camera. They probably won't show up till after lunchtime today, knowing my luck. 85 sounds good. Let's go ahead and turn our heated seat on too. I'm freezing. All right, we're all warmed up now. Wind's blowing a little bit today, but been about 30 minutes now, still waiting on a truck, and I knew just because I had the camera up here today that they would probably be late, but nonetheless, Andreas went up to the landfill and picked up a bunch of non-ferrous material. Andreas, where's our trucks at, man? It's because I got the camera. They're not going to come till later. So like I was telling you guys earlier, we'll work on non-ferrous metal over here under our little homemade shed. But this is the kind of stuff that we pull out when we have time out of the landfill, because obviously, as y'all know, it has value to it. So he's got a little processing center back here. There's a lot of brass, some sink fixtures, a lot of copper wire, number 1 and number 2 grade. Everything will get sorted out into different boxes. We'll store it, and then we'll weigh it, and then when we have enough for a whole tractor trailer load, then we'll send for a truck. They'll come, we'll get them loaded up, and all the stuff will be recycled. While we're waiting on a truck, I figure let's take a minute, walk around and look at some of the different blocks that we do make. Starting down on this end, these are the half blocks. So when you're you know, building a wall, you don't want them all stacked on top of each other as they are here with your joints lined up. So you put a half block every other row to kind of stagger your block joints, just like when you're laying brick for a house. So that's the block face half block. That's the rock half block. Some more bricks, and let's see, this is going to be the 2x2x6 with the block imprint. Now these are just standard jumbos, and these are some big blocks. These are 2 foot tall, 3 foot deep, 6 foot long with the nipple style locks. So like big Legos. These are, I think, 5,300 pounds a piece. So these things aren't going anywhere. And the reason somebody might use these jumbo blocks is because they've just got a tremendous amount of soil that they're trying to retain. And here are some jumbos that have the rock face. I kind of, you know, I might change my mind on what I said earlier. I think the rock face is my favorite. Just looks more natural. But you can see how those nipples just kind of interlock. They stack, you know, right on top of each other, kind of recessing into the next block on top of it, really holding them together well. And here's some more jumbos with the brick face to them. I always thought it'd be kind of a neat idea if somebody wanted to take the time to come in and paint each brick, you know, a little different color. I think that would look cool. Be a little time consuming, but we'll sure will make a pretty wall. And since we're close to Aiken, South Carolina, which is horse country, I bought this horse mold right here, so you can see the 3 horses running. You got some mountains in the background, some grass down there at the bottom, some trees kind of in the background too. These turned out really beautiful blocks. Matter of fact, my niece at the entrance to our landfill painted one up with like snow on the mountains in the background and all the horses different colors. Turned out really pretty. And here are our most popular and also most economical. This is the cheapest block that we make. This is just a 2x2x6, a 2 foot tall, 2 foot deep, 6 foot long with the V style interlock. And then here is a V style corner block. And so you can see one of the V's is turned perpendicular to the block. That way you can stack your next run here and you can turn the corner and still lock your walls together. And then if you really want to top it off and make it look nice, you can buy some of our cap blocks here. You can see they have some recessed anchor eyelets right there. So you can set these on the very top of the wall for a nice, smooth, good looking finish. While we're waiting on that first truck still, let's go over here and help Andrea sort through a little bit of this wire. Amigo, we're gonna come help you while we're waiting on that truck, okay?
Yes, sir.
What can we do? Help you sort through all that wire? All right. Finally got us a truck, y'all. About time. Alright, so he'll mix up the concrete a little bit for us. Not exactly how much he's got in the truck, but we're about to find out. So Andreas just propped his shovel up right there to keep the initial shock from moving its form once that concrete starts coming down the chute. We'll step back a little bit so I don't get splattered. Now you can see it coming out that hole just a little bit, but that'll stop here in just a second. As soon as the rocks plug it up and it's already stopped. Now he'll fill this one all the way up. We'll move on to the next one. I'm curious to see how much he's actually got on that truck. And the driver, he can see this form from inside the cab, so he knows when he's got it full, and if he gets it too full, then we just have to screed some off and kind of waste it. It's just part of the process. And on the block number 2, did he say how much he's got? ¿Tú sabes cuántas yardas? Oh, no sabemos. We don't know. We don't know. Yeah, could have a little or a lot, Andreas was saying, but just judging by the way that truck was rocking a while ago, he had a decent amount in there. Is that it? That's it? That's all he had. Okay, thought he had a little bit more on there. So with this one, obviously just gonna have to be a double pour. Andreas will go ahead and, instead of wasting that concrete on the ground, go ahead and throw it in this form here. Now the truck, he's gonna go up here and fully wash out his drum, and we'll just let that harden up there. Then we'll run it through the crusher later on. Now since we're getting into the busy part of the day, we don't have to come in and add rebar, since this will be a double pour, because probably in another 20 minutes or so we'll have a truck come in and dump right on top of that one, and she'll be good to go. And while we were running our irrigation system for the dust control on the road over here, we went ahead and ran a big hose over here, because obviously it's very important to keep this area washed down, because as soon as that stuff hardens, then you got a nightmare of a cleanup project. We're going to run the vibrator through here in just a second. Okay, the driver is just telling us another truck's coming right now. Now we're going to use our DeWalt vibrator here to get the air bubbles out. I showed you guys this not too long ago, and didn't get near as many funny comments as I thought I was going to get with the giant DeWalt vibrator. But what we're doing here, for those of you who didn't see on the last video, run this through the concrete. This will get all the air bubbles out, and this is what gives us our nice clean finish on the outside of the block. And we'll go ahead and hit this one too, since we know we got another truck coming. This will just help ensure have a nice smooth finish. Now once we got it all vibrated, he'll just come in, we'll screed off the top, and that'll give us a nice smooth finish on the very, so this will be the side. So the way we pour these things, they're kind of on their side. Eres un profesional, way. I like it, man. Now everybody loves your blocks on the YouTube channel, man. And you know, Dirt Perfect, when he was down here too, he was really impressed with the quality of your blocks, man. You do a great job. Perfecto. All right, here's our next truck, and I think you want to put him right here. How's it going today, buddy? How much you got? A little bit. Well, he said he ain't got much, but hopefully it'll be enough to finish this one out. I'm sure it will be. We just need a little shot to finish this one, and we can go ahead and start the next one, hopefully. Thank you, buddy. Perfect. I like it, buddy. You know your stuff, man. Well, there you go, guys. Y'all asked for it, a video on how we make the blocks, and that's it. I'm gonna go check on Dad right now. He should be going into surgery here in just a little bit, but y'all do me a favor, hit that thumbs up down there. And also, we're approaching 20,000 subscribers, so Courtney and I have already talked about it. We're gonna do another live and do a giveaway. So anything you could do to help, if you want to share this video, for sure hit the subscribe button down there, hit the like. We appreciate it greatly. Hope y'all have a wonderful day. I'll catch you on the next video.